Welcome to TSC Talks Weekly Update. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Yay, you made
Hey, how you
it.
guys doing?
Good. How are
Good.
you?
Oh, just great, just great.
Yeah, well, thanks for being on. This is Mike Robinson. He is founder of Global Cannabinoid Research Center, as well as the founder, I don't know whether you call yourself founder of Genevieve's Carousel Challenge, nonprofit.
I'm the founder of a lot. I mean, there's just
I
so many
know.
different entities.
How long do we have? Yep.
Yep. Yeah, but I
You
wanted
know,
to have you talk about the publications that you've launched recently, if you can.
sure. We've recently dubbed it GCRC Publications, naming it after the Global Cannabinoid Research Center's acronym, GCRC. But that's a temporary name. We've got something much bigger planned. There's multiple different online magazines or news blogs, from Recovery Life Today to My Opioid Exit. We've got Cannabis Healed Me. It just keeps going on down the line. You know, we ran into a problem, Jill, when it came to doing press releases on cannabis and cannabinoid medicine. And I think you were part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
they
so we
got really picky or really restrictive.
really restricted, and we found that that in general, when we go out to release news on cannabis medicine, it's got to be in the format of a press release. It's got to go through certain channels with certain entities that charge quite a bit, or it ends up sort of on the back burner. And, you know, what I saw was the need for continual patient stories, the integration of like My Opioid Exit and Recovery Life Today, the integration of cannabinoid medicine and cannabis into the world of recovery. Many people are aware that I am a recovering opioid addict. I was addicted to pharmaceutical opioids, from fentanyl to oxy to morphine, for 24 years.
Wow.
After a NASCAR wreck in 1995. In early September, I had some people very close to me, you know, extremely close to me, die to fentanyl
Right.
overdoses. And that really kicked us off. It was more of a therapeutic thing to launch this publication entity, and it wasn't even really called that. It just was one website after another. And I saw the Cannabis Love Story gaining so much traction on Mike's Medicines, my Canna blog. Over 20 million people had viewed the Cannabis Love Story, and without any advertising on any of the 20 plus websites I had, it just starting to not make sense not to monetize some of that, give some exposure to the world that wants to advertise, and also, you know, to allow to read more straight up cannabis news, patient integrated. I mean, we've got a lot of pay-per play going on in the media world in cannabis, and I want to get away from that. We've got the Hemp Users Guide that's taken off. I've got the Global Hemp Reporter. I've got Cannabis News Now. I've got the HempReporter.com. I mean, there's so many different URLs that we've got together that we're going to launch into online magazines, so we can get as much good data out there as possible. So
That's fabulous. I think, yeah, I've loved so far the articles that you've written, and you know, just the quality of the content and the consistency has been, I don't know, I've been enjoying it, but I can imagine that it's a lot to manage and keep up with. Are you getting a lot of people that are interested in writing or being involved in that, Mike?
Well, you know, I am gaining people that are interested in writing, and this is a very important part of this whole publication entity. It's not something I'm looking at to monetize, make money. You know, we've got the research center, we've got brands launching, we've got so many different things going on. What I was looking at is very personal, but I'm going to talk about it publicly. Okay, there are several cannabis media entities that are out and about gathering patient data, patient stories, patient input, actually taking the time of cannabis patients that are generally disabled or don't have other jobs, don't have other incomes. And then I see these articles published and provide people in industry that aren't making money, people that are patients, other people that are have ability to get published.
Yeah.
When somebody publishes, it's a whole different story. In the last 90 days, well, let's narrow it down. In the last 45 days, I've published over 150 articles.
Holy mackerel.
During that period of time, my Facebook main account that was 15 years old was taken down by the network. Mm-hmm. It was tied to an Instagram account that was heavily followed that was also taken down. So I completely fell off of the mainstream social media while I just continued writing. And as I came back on now, I have 10 other Instagram accounts for all my different entities. So I didn't go away at all. But what it did was create a demand to see more of what was coming out. And one message I have that's very solid for people out there that want to advance themselves: start writing.
Start writing.
I'm telling you, I see long Facebook posts, Instagram posts, places where people can type out quite a bit, mm-hmm. and they're commenting. And these literally are mini articles. All they need is a little bit of expansion, a little bit of coaching from somebody like me, yep. And it can be a publication with a website, a URL. Now, this lasts forever. And This is the point I try to make to a lot of people that are cannabis patients, is you can keep on posting the reviews of products you use. You can keep on posting how you feel today. But guess what? Each one of those posts expanded just a little bit with a photo becomes a permanent part of the World Wide Web. It becomes an article that people can go back to for years and years to gain support or information from.